Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown are the wingmen, and it's Simons in at the 1. And for New Orleans, on the wing, it's Fears and Jones. Yves Missi out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Murray in at the point. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
Now here's Missi. Outside Jones. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, no good. Simons outside. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Well, you see that quick release. And Simons right on the money.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. So it's Boston now. After the basket by New Orleans. And that one's good.
Such good play from Tatum near the hoop that time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Tatum against Williamson. Outside Murray. That's good, and it's Williamson with the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Simons. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Queta. Simons with it. To the middle. Queta gets the bucket.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Murray deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Jones. Here's Fears. Pass to Murray. From downtown. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, if Murray's knocking those down, that's going to keep defenders honest.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. They set the pick. Now White takes a 3. Knocks down the long J.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
Now here's Williamson. For 3, Fears. Missi controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Simons against Murray. Here's Brown. And he buries his first look.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Fears. He's guarded by White. Picked by Missi. Pass to Fears. Fires from deep. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
So it's Boston now. After New Orleans, three-pointer on the other end. Tatum passes to Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Fifth best, the Pelicans.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Pass to Messi. Williamson outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Fear's shot is off. Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Tatum. Messi grabs the board.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Brown against Murray. Here's Williamson. Here's Messi. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 2, defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Here's Williamson. No good on his first attempt of the game. Simons with it. Checked by Murray. Simons passes to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Goes to the fadeaway.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Here's Fears. Pass to Messi. Outside Murray. Cans it with nobody near him. Murray's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And so Simons will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
White, good.
Nice setup there out of the 2-man game. Simons continues to grow as a passer.
The Pelicans have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Inside, here's Messi, and he jams it home with authority.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
Boston trailing. Simons deciding where to go with it. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Simons has got 5.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Here's Murray. He's got 7. Pass to Fears. Back to Murray. 4-3. Boston pulls it in. And here's White. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Murray against Simons. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. Queta pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
On the wing, Tatum. Covered by Williamson. Tatum's shot is good.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Now here's Murray. 23 points his last outing. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Now here's Messi. Give him 8. Here's Williamson. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And the basket by Brown.
And when he gets to his spot, Jaylen Brown is money from the mid-range.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Messi. Pass to Williamson. Back to Messi. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Here's Keita following the score by New Orleans. Tipped away. Tatum inside. He's against Williamson. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 8.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
Pelicans trail by 4. Right side Murray. Up and in from the low block.
Well, they'll take that one every time it's available.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bay outside. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Brown. The kick out to Poole. And here's Bay. Clock at 6. Poole outside. The 3 is up. Boston with a rebound. 1:56 left in the first. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Deflected!
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Williamson against Tatum. Pass to Bay. Williamson outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Queen, he's checked in for Messi. Latkovich comes in for Williamson. And Alvarado's subbed in for Murray. Boston also changing it up. Garza's checked in for Keita. Boucher comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Brown. Pelicans trail by 4. Alvarado outside. Outside for Bay. Back to Alvarado. Launches it. Boston pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Poole from long range. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Celtics lead by 4, and some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Taking a look at the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Chris Boucher out there with Williams. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Bay from long range. Sinks it from distance. Bay's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's White after New Orleans, three-pointer on the other end. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Matkovic. Back to Bay. Poole outside. Fires for 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Down low. And stolen by Bay. And now New Orleans on the break. And Alvarado gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Now Alvarado. Poole outside. To the paint. And the dunk by Bay.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism. Bay really packs a punch on these dunks.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. White with it. He's got 5. Pass to Hauser from deep. He drops it from range. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Poole a screen on Pritchard. Now here's Bay. Jacks up a 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. And it's Matkovic with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Bay passes to Alvarado. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. And no good. Good work defensively by White. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Right side Pritchard. Here's White. Right wing. Here's Boucher for 3. Looney grabs a miss. And now New Orleans on the break. Poole from long range. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Williams. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Looney. Jones comes in for Bay. And it's Fears in for Alvarado. Boston also changing it up. Minot's checked in for Williams. Brown comes in for Hauser. And Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Fears. Pass to Poole. Lets it go. And again, no good by New Orleans.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And here's Brown for 3. Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Nisi, he's checked in for Markovic. And here's New Orleans now. 4-point game. Williamson outside. Back to Misi. Pass to Fears to win the cold spell. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar stand.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. New Orleans shooting their first free throw tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul. To Minot, the 3 ball.
Well, it's hard to get around that big body of Williamson.
Minot can't get it to go. Poole outside. Outside Jones. Here's Fears. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And it's Poole with the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 4. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Murray's checked in for the Pelicans. Pass to Misi. 4 on the clock. And again, New Orleans, no good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Great D. Affecting the shot, then crashing the boards.
And here's Jones. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. For 3, Fears buries it from 3. Fears has got 6.
Yeah, liking the confidence Fears is showing from deep. Jeremiah trusting his J.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. 5th, Jason Tatum.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
The Celtics with the lead. Boucher, a screen on Williamson. Tatum passes to Boucher and finished off by Boucher.
Well, we see this every night now. Tatum has become an excellent playmaker, a point forward in many ways.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Tatum against Williamson. Picked by Misi to the inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. The Pelicans pull it in.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Williamson finds Jones. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
Boston trailing. And here's Brown. Simons outside. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Spears. He has 6. Now Misi. Picked by Misi. Here's Murray. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Pritchard. He had 9 points in his last time out. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Simons. Back to Tatum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Here's Misi. Got it. Good job in the low post. Misi's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Simons right side for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 7 tonight. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
One shot.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla's a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box And obviously the results speak for themselves.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cadis checked in for Boucher, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Now here's Williamson. 23 points his last outing.
Well, he's still looking for his first bucket. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
White, Pelicans cleared away. Misi's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside Jones, from behind the arc. Tries again, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
New Orleans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
What's up?
And that one misses. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
Now, an impact player. Thank you, Allie. No good on the second free throw. And the Pelicans last season, Stan, just 21 wins, their worst record in over a decade.
Well, look, they were hamstrung by injuries, and that's been an issue for the last few years with New Orleans. When healthy, this team has the talent to compete in the West, but they haven't been able to stay healthy. Well, Murray's got a great feel of when to let that pass go in the pick and roll.
Celtics trail by 5. Simons outside. Outside Tatum. Brown finds Simons. Clock at 6. Outside White. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Murray against Tatum. And it's Murray with the 3. Murray's got 14.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Tatum from long range. Tatum! Money from deep.
And nice shot by Tatum, answering the 3 from the other end.
Now here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And so it's New Orleans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You know, for the Pelicans, it's been a painful start for them, 0-2. I know the season's young, but they're probably feeling a little desperate for that first win.
Yeah, if you include the offseason, it's been months, Shaq, since this team's won a game. Not a great feeling.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the New Orleans Pelicans.
You saw how they crashed the glass? That's Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding.
I did not know there was a class I'd enroll. Heck, who wouldn't want to take part in that? And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Yves Missi really making a difference here.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, it's Fears and Jones. Yves Missi out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Now here's Tatum. And the Celtics, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
New Orleans leading by 4. Picked by Missi. Murray with it. Now guarded by Simons. Williamson against White. 5 on the clock. Jones sets a screen. The 17-footer. And the shot falls short that time.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Fears. Simons against Murray. No good from outside. The Celtics shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And it's Simons missing. New Orleans in the lead. For 3, Fears. It's hauled in by White.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Let's go with a 3. Boston pulls it in. Keita's got 5 rebounds tonight. For Boston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Murray. To end the drought. Pass to Fears. Williamson outside. Wow! Zion making his presence felt inside.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Now here's Murray. He's got 16. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. White on the wing. Brown against Jones. Back to Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Fears. Now here's Williamson. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer. Fears' shot is off.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's White. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Well, the Pelicans shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. White against Murray. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A., and Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
The free throw drops from Murray.
Well, it seems like every season, DeJounte Murray is out to make it his best year. That competitiveness is something you really appreciate.
And Murray drops them both. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Now here's White. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Inside. White gets it to go.
Well, listen, White doesn't fear anyone inside. He wants to get down low and cash in.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Celtics in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
New Orleans has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Pass to Fears. Launches a 3. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Celtics trail by 3. Now White. He's got 7. Here's Simons. He takes it in, and he makes it on the layup. And it's 7 points now for Anthony Simons.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
So it's the Pelicans now. Here's Fears. He's got 10. Outside Murray. Williamson outside. Here's the 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
White finds Tatum for the lead. It's Tatum working inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Misi. Murray up top. He's covered by Simons. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And New Orleans making a change here. Matkovic is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Pritchard. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Murray against Pritchard. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Murray. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
It's hauled in by New Orleans. Murray with it. Pritchard picks him up. Outside Jones. Pass to Murray. For 3, Fears. Boston pulls it in. Keita's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Murray against Pritchard. Tipped. White with the steal. Down low. Pritchard, no good. Pelicans trail by 6. Jones with the ball. No points yet. Here's Fears, looking to end the run. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Outside White. 5 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Keita. Again, the miss by Boston. New Orleans is shooting the ball at 43% from the field. A nice shot by Fears.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Boston leading by 3. And here's Tatum. He's got 21. Keita, pass to White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Fears. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Fears. And it's Tatum missing. Right now, a close game in New Orleans. For the tie. Here's Misi. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Boston. Boucher's checked in for Keita, and it's Hauser in for Brown. So it's Boston now. They lead by 1. JT to the hole. Three-pointer Pritchard. And it's Markovic with a rebound. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Outside Murray. For the lead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
And the bucket is good. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Poole outside. And there's a pick. This one for three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Boucher right side. Poole against Pritchard. Here's White. Pelicans cleared away. Now here's Bay. He's got 5. Pass to Poole. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. White, the pass to Boucher. For New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Queen. And Alvarado's subbed in for Murray. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Inside. Here's Poole. And it's rejected.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Alvarado. Bay outside. The 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. White, the pass to Tatum. And here's Pritchard. Alvarado defending. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. Williams grabs the board. Bay right side. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on White. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And that one misses. And the second free throw is good.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Simons and Brown. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4. Now here's Williamson. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the paint. Here's Minot. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
The Pelicans trail. Alvarado, the pass to Williamson. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Simons with the ball for Boston. To the middle. And stolen by Williamson. Bay left side. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Back to Williamson. Got a hand on it. Poole outside. 2 on the clock. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Brown, that's good. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, their shot blocker, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And he knocks down the first one. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
And both free throws good for Brown.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Celtics lead by 6. Pass to Minot. Simons outside. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
To the inside. Here's Minot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Bay with it. Now guarded by Brown. It's Poole on the wing to stop the drought. Look at Poole showing the range.
And Poole is no stranger to the corner three, as he showed on that play.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Simons outside. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's Poole. Boston pulls it in. Boucher's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Simons up top. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
Poole against Simons. Nice move. Outside for Bay. And there's the screen. Here's Matkovic. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And New Orleans will go for a different look here. Misi, he's checked in for Matkovic. Jones comes in for Bay. Fears, he's checked in for Poole. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Alvarado. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Boucher. Tatum comes in for Minot. And Derek White subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pelicans trail by 6. Now Williamson. Down low. White with the steal. Pass to Tatum. Over Williamson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And now it's up to 25 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, no question, Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Inside, here's Misi. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he makes a first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's Boston now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Simons passes to Pritchard. Outside White. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Jones. Here's Misi. From 12 feet. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got rebound number 11. Here's White. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside Jones. And that one is right through the heart. Jones has got this first bucket of the night.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
Simons with it. Down low. Stolen by Jones. Going inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
So it's Boston now after the basket by New Orleans. Tatum passes to White. Simons outside. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Boston.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Murray. To the inside. Misi. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Boston lead.
Well, that's a good feed from Murray. He was all about doing what's best for the team.
For Boston, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's White. Outside Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Here's Murray. Pass to Misi. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. No good on the free throw. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Pritchard. And no luck that time either. Celtics lead by 4. White, the pass to Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Picked by Misi. Jacks up a three. Murray, no good.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
To the middle. Here's White. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Murray. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Good work defensively by White. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. On the wing, Simons. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Zion attacks from range.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
So it's Boston now. 6-point game. Here's a pass to Tatum. Brown scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. He fires. Jones rips down the board. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Here's Spears. And here's Misi. Here's Spears. Jones fires. The 3 is off. Williamson against Tatum. That's in!
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Now here's Murray. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. And rebounded by Tatum.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Now Simons. 16 feet out. Yes, sir! Count it!
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Murray against Simons. Right side Murray. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Celtics lead by 8. Here's a pass to Tatum. Outside Simons. Tatum inside, covered by Williamson. Williamson with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Murray against Simons. Murray inside.
Yeah, and Murray is getting in close, and he's rewarded with the foul call.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Murray drops them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Boston on offense. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the pass to Brown. And he gets it to go from the low block.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
New Orleans calls timeout. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Not much time left. You think they have a chance to come back?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Let's loose for 3. Brown pulls down the board. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
So we see Boston get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Jason Tatum.